What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol GE for General Electric. Looking on the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. Just mapping out some very quick areas of support and resistance from the daily perspective. Let's note that we have resistance way up there and then support way down here. I'll also make you aware of this shelf as well as this area of resistance right around there. Now, what I've very conveniently done, and it just so happens to align with market structure, is divide this daily range into thirds. Now, if you've been watching the main channel, the Trade Brigade channel, we never really advise that anyone gets too aggressive in the middle third, but once we move into the lower and or upper thirds, opportunity starts to arise. So now that we're moving in that direction, there's the possibility that there could be some sort of trade to be had here. Now, breaking down underneath this 102 area of support from, look at all the price history we have around it, does strike me as bearish, and the fact that we did close weak at the lows is also fairly bearish. So on any continued move lower, really watching to see what type of reaction we get at this super support. The reason it's a super support is because we have a 200 SMA as well as horizontal area likely going to coincide at the same area right around $96. Now that brings up the next point here that I need to make is that this is going to undergo a 8-to-1 stock split headed into tomorrow. So be aware that the numbers here will shift, but the market structure will not. So if you had one share, you'll be left with 8 shares. And just for round numbers sake, let's say that the stock is trading around $100 at the time of the split adjustment. We will now be looking at about a $12.50 share price stock. So I hope that was useful. Let's now flip over to the 30-minute time frame, see if this is aligning with what we just sort of came up with, and then see, what other types of targets we have. So to the downside, obviously an H pattern here. We discussed how bearish that is. If we fail underneath this $100.59 mark, essentially today's low of day, look for that continuation to happen lower into that area of support we mapped out from the daily. Just scrunching this up a bit, you can see very emotional buying, which happened here, which led to the leg up, indicating that there's not a whole lot of market structure in this area, so the market should move through it with relative ease down to that area of daily support, which we have referenced now a number of times. So please keep that on your radar if you do decide to trade GE. Now, to the upside, should there be any major sort of reversal, we should first have to recapture this 102.35, or basically the small dead cat bounce high that we saw in today's trading session. If we cannot get up and over that, I'd just look for sideways consolidation and again a break of that area there close to $100.60. Should there be a major reversal, it recaptures this area here. Your overhead area of resistance would be just based on the daily too as well. Looking at some of these wicks, I'd argue it's somewhere in here, right? We have touch here, kind of got into it there, and certainly today's high of day. So keep in mind that area 107.32, again, the numbers will change, but the structure will not, but slightly bearish here in GE, given all of the price activity and levels that have been broken and are being respected, quite frankly. The fact that this here happened like that, it's, rather technical event to happen to break this very critical area of support, backtest it, fail, and then move lower back to the low of day. So looking for lower here in GE. If you found this video useful or learned anything new, let me know down below in the comments section or by simply leaving the video a thumbs up. Definitely check out our main channel, Trade Brigade, and I wish you a green trading week.